So, what's going on guys, Kids here, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's one I'll show you top 8 best PvP minigames in Fortnite Battle Royale. So with that said, in today's video you'll be able to see a huge Skywars minigame, massive free-for-all arena, bunch of prop hunt maps, huge and amazing neon cities, a giant tank where you'll be able to fight against aliens. So just in general, really amazing and cool looking maps where you'll be able to play them by yourself or with up to 16 players. And don't forget guys that these are the newest and the freshest in season 9. And whenever a new season comes, I'll make another one. And just before we start the video, if you want to support my channel so I could make more lists, go in your Fortnite item shop and add KaidGames as your support creator code. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. So, take a look at the first map on my list is a Rainbow Six Siege with a very modern design, 100 million mansion. So first things first, there are two teams, attackers and defenders, and both of them have to choose a one leader. Defender's objective is to hide hostages, and every single hostage will be indicated as a chug item. So at the beginning of every round you'll be able to get them and then hide wherever you want. And 2 minutes before every round, each team can pick whatever item they want, and the defenders can reinforce their walls, build some buildings to defend, and mainly of course hide the hostages. To win the match, attackers must find, pick up and take the chug to one of many capture areas, while defenders trying to prevent this for roughly 3 minutes. And last thing but not the least, either team can win by eliminating all opponents, or like I said at the start, defenders defending and hiding well enough their hostages, or attackers finding the hostages and extracting them. And on top of all of that, you can pick whatever weapon, rocket launchers, different healing items, grenades, TNT and much more. And on top of all of that, attackers will have a plane, so you can use it for extraction. And as well, one of the players can be the informative, who basically flies around the map and tells wherever defenders are hiding. So if this minigame sounds good to you, then here it is. Then take a look at the second map on my list is a Space Pirates versus Villagers. So the story behind it is that villagers are being invaded by space pirates and they must protect the vault at all costs. If all 4 of power orbs are broken, then pirates win. Whenever the pirates have broken first 2 towers, the vault will open, and by doing that, allowing the pirates to steal the treasure. The villager team must protect and hide as well as you can. Pirates' main objective is to destroy all orbs, and by doing that, destroying the whole tank. Whoever team eliminates all opponents or destroys each other's buildings wins the match. And by the way, every match will last about 5 to 10 minutes. Each team can choose whatever orb they want to protect first. As well, each of your loadouts and everything else will be randomly selected, as well the players and their teams. And of course, the matches will not be too long, so both of the teams can switch places. If this sounds interesting to you, then here it is. And the next map on my list is the one and only the Bridge PvP minigame. All of the players can switch to 2 teams or 4. Each of them pick a color and then they'll be randomly selected to an area. And whatever bridge you are on, you have to defend it. All the weapons and items will be randomly placed in your inventory, so you don't have to worry about looting or anything like that. And on top of all that, you'll be able to get some power boosts by placing and stepping on the right blocks. And whenever you do that, you'll get materials so you can build to the other bridge. Your objective is to get as many kills as possible, and by doing that, you'll get even more materials. The main objective is whoever is the first team to get the pyramid wins. And on top of all of that, just looking at the map itself, in my opinion, looks 10 out of 10. Amazing, the colors and the neon effect. This type of map's been lately really popular in the Fortnite creative community. So with that said, here is one of the best ones. And don't forget that you can make alliances with different teams, betray them or double cross other teams, and the main objective is to have as much fun as possible. Okay, so like all of us know, the prop hunt maps lately are one of the most popular ones. So here is another one. First things first, this is one of the most unique ones with a really cool design. So by looking at the gameplay, like you can see, you're in a huge plane. So the rules are that all players split 2 teams. First team is called the props, who are hiding, and their main objective is to become any object on the plane and hide from the hunters, aka hence the other team will be called the hunters, and their objective is that they'll be released after 1 minute and they must hunt down all the props who are hiding on the plane. Props can win by hiding longer than 10 minutes, and of course the same thing is for hunters. If they find all props in the span of 10 minutes, then they win. So if you want to play this with your friends and have a lot of fun, and on top of all that, try this design out on the plane, then here it is. So take a look at the 5th map on my list is a Angels versus Demons team deathmatch. So like you can see on the screen, there are 2 sides. The bright side, aka the angels, versus the dark side, aka demons. Each team's objective is to steal each other's flags, and the flags will be indicated as materials. The only materials that you'll be able to get will be on each other's team's base, and you must kill as many players you can from the opposite team. and bring the flag back, aka back to your base. And of course don't worry because there will be leaderboards and you'll be able to see how many points you have. And on top of all of that, you can make your own battleground in the middle, fight, use a bunch of tactics and much more. And definitely I would recommend for a few people to stay back at their base and defend it, and assign a few other players to attacking. So if you want to try this one out, then here it is. So then take a look at another map. Here you can see a huge neon town, which is made as the free-for-all. So there are two things: either way each of you can split to two teams, or each player is by themselves. Then you land in the city, you get your loadout and you fight. And on top of all that, like you can see, you can fight in this amazing city, but as well there will be a bunch of underground tunnels, subway systems and many more things that you can find out and get advantage over your enemies. And keep in mind that you can use a bunch of tactics like being passive, third-partying your friends, or even teaming up with other ones. The main objective is to get as many kills as possible in a span of half an hour, and when you get bored you can switch rules and do whatever you prefer. So personally for me, I really wanted to play a amazing free-for-all in Fortnite, and I never could because there isn't a specific game mode for that in Fortnite. So with that said, if you want to get your player versus player aim accuracy really good and just have a lot of fun, then here it is. So at the beginning of the video I definitely said that this is one of the best maps ever, and the entire list is amazing, and just by taking a look at this map you'll definitely agree with me. So first things first, this is a new minigame called Skywars Royale. All 16 players, each of them will get an island, and in island you have about 5 minutes to loot whatever weapons you can find in chests, get as many materials you can, and do whatever you prefer. As well, every single player will get a jackpack, so you can either way fly to each other's bases, kill each other, get their loot, or go to the middle as fast as possible. And after about 5 to 10 minutes the storm will be coming, and it will close in the middle of the island. So either way, people can just play passive and wait for the storm and then jetpack to the middle, or use a different strategy, go to the middle right away and get as much loot as you can, as well kill whatever player you find. And don't forget that in the middle there will be a bunch of as well underground tunnels and dungeons in which you can find special chests which will give you a lot better loot. So by just trying this one out and playing with other people, I really did enjoy it and I had a lot of fun. Of course, for specific rules and everything else you'll be able to find that out in the lobby itself, and remember that more kills you get, the better loot you'll have. If this game mode sounds interesting to you, then let's hop right into it. And with that said, now we have come to the last map, which is another city, but this time in a prompt hunt minigame. So first things first, a lot of players been lately saying that the maps are too big or too small. So here is in my opinion the best perfect island, aka the best perfect map size for any amount of players you want to play with. So like I said, you can play with 2 to 3 friends and you can play up to 16. There are about 3 to 4 buildings. In each building you can get specific items and you can become specific object. And on top of all that, the best effects in the new update which I like is the moving billboards, the burger face moving around as well, and the cloudy aka neon effect in my opinion looks 10 out of 10, especially in the city. And the map itself will be in a dark mode, so adding even more extra theme. And of course keep in mind that the hunters will be able to get different weapons and as well vaulted items like bows, boogie bombs and many more things which will help them to catch all the props. And each round will be about 5-10 minutes, so each and every player can become the hunter and switch positions. And the last thing for sure is that if you're bored of just being in the one spot and just not getting enough of you to see other fellow hiders who are hiding from the hunters, then this map is the perfect size like I said, so you'll be able to see all the action that you need. If you want to try this one out, then here it is. So with that said, that's that. This was my top 8 list of the best and in my opinion most fun PvP minigame maps in Fortnite creative mode. If you're looking for other lists like more minigame maps, best season 9 maps, free-for-alls, death matches, top 20 list of the most fun maps, top 50 lists, top 100 lists and any other list that you could think of, all of those things I have already made, so check my channel out and get whatever map code you need. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget click like and subscribe to keep up to date with every video, top 10 list or whatever I make, which is every single day. And enable that notification bell so you would receive notifications whenever a new video is up and running. If you want to see me live playing Fortnite, finding different creative maps, 1v1 viewers or any other thing that you could do in Fortnite, then go and follow my twitch.tv/KaidGames and see whenever I'm live, which is every single day. And the last thing is that if you want to support me so I could make more videos, go in your Fortnite item shop and add KaidGames as your support creator code. And of course, remember to redeem it every 2 weeks. And like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Kaid, you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the road